you crappy assholes. On the 14th floor where the bathroom door don't lock. So happy we don't gotta worry about the cops. We could all get arrested for this, but when the body's mixed, I don't give a shit tonight. Alright. Now she walks in the bedroom fast, despite all the noise from the crowd. Now she's bedless on the bathroom sink. Her mother would be so proud. Gets on the deed and there's a line to go pee, but the bathroom looks like a war zone.
Welcome in to episode 79 of Fired Up. My name is Mike Gilletta. Joining me as always is Dom Console. Dom, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. We got a lot of action, World Series, Eagles coming off of a win. We also have Chris Lucci as always. Chris, what's going on, man?
Yo.
What's going on, fellas? Listen, I'll be honest, it's been a rough couple weeks for me. I'm like sick again. I don't know what the hell's going on. But listen, I battle through it.
Stay out of the Giletto household right now.
Exactly.
Quarantine that house down.
I'm fighting through it. You know, Jordan had his flu game, and this is mine, whatever the fuck I have game. But we're obviously live Sunday night instead of Monday because the World Series, to accommodate the World Series, they play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then the Eagles play Thursday in Houston, ironically enough. Before we get into that, though, we did announce last week that we are starting a podcast network. So let's I wanted to kind of dive into the shows that are joining the Fired Up Podcast Network, Puppin' for short, right? I like that. Puppin' for short. So yeah, I mean, without further ado, Dom, I'm not going to ask you to give me a drum roll because you're having all sorts of technical issues over there, and I don't want to have to get involved.
It feels so weird to be without like a mic and headphones right now.
Yep.
But we battle through.
Yeah, exactly. You were having wire issues last week. We're still waiting on Amazon to deliver your product, pretty much.
Yep.
Damn Amazon.
Christmas at this point.
Should have went through Target, man.
There you go.
Hey man, I'll cancel it right now.
So anyway, there's going to start with 5 podcasts on the network. Us obviously, of course, is number 1, but this is what I'll call the original 5. You know how hockey has the original 6, so this will be the original 5, right? So starting off, somebody we're familiar with, Kylie, one of our writers over there, or on our site at firedupsports.com, has a podcast, her, Isaac, and Calvin, called Beer Battered Sports. It's pretty much about anything sports related. Doesn't have to necessarily be about Philly. It's just a collection of sports things. It's a great listen. I definitely recommend people checking that out. So that's show number 2, because obviously we're number 1. And then show number 3 is Game 7, which is another writer, Andrew. Just started his podcast up. He's 1 episode in, called Game 7 again. I don't think he touches much on hockey, but it's basically basketball, football, and baseball related. So obviously a lot of World Series talk going on there. So that is show number 3. And then show number 4, the P-Lot podcast, which is Philadelphia sports. Just that's pretty much it. They keep it locked and loaded on all Philly sports. Good show though. Definitely recommend people checking that out. And the last one is Booze Control, which is kind of NFL, which I love the name Booze Control. I think it rolls right off the tongue. Booze Control, which is, again, I think it's just an NFL sort of podcast. It's all about a whole different variety of topics, and it definitely recommend people checking those out. But those are the 5 that are coming. Network starts October 31st officially. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're gonna get this up and going soon. Really quick, I had to throw the headphones in because I'm all messed up right now.
Yep.
I'm just like, you're just so used to something.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, totally.
I don't know. We'll see how far this gets.
A little in-game audible.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what we do here. You know?
We're on the fly, Dom.
No, but I'm excited to get everybody underneath the Fired Up podcast network, and we're a big team here, and
totally.
it's all going to be a collection of greatness. So
Absolutely. Let's blow this thing up and get gigantic. You know what I mean? So
that's what she said.
that is what she said. Yes, exactly. So so I might do this whole show. I'm gonna have like a tickle in the back of my throat the whole show. Things are gonna get messy. But we also, before we get into the sports, a little bit more house cleaning. We also talked about, or we announced on our social media that we have restarted the partnership with Manscaped. So we're doing a giveaway for the Lawnmower 4.0, the great product over there. So I guess without further ado, you want me to start? I have it on my phone. I have a wheel of names going on. So should I hit the button?
Yeah, let's do it.
Should I hit the button? All right, let's hit the button. It's spinning round. Let's go with. It is Don, our good friend Don from Drunk on Broad.
There we go.
All right, so Don from Drunk on Broad. I will get your info, and we'll send that out to you. So again, promo code fired up, 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. We don't have an ad read yet. That'll come next week. So yeah, let's go in the top 5 list because we did have a top 5 list this week. I hate this fucking Alexa. I hate this Alexa.
It's ordering Dom.
So the other day, right? Like my Alexa's right next to me over here. We just like we got it a while ago. But we just hooked it up, and because we usually use like the Google Chromecast, and like I'm not even kidding. Every single time I go like I just look at it, it lights up.
It's a little weird. It's a little freaky.
I am dead serious. Like it lights up, and I'm like, so now they're listening and they're watching.
It's a little freaky. Yeah.
You gotta watch what I do around here.
Exactly. Seriously. But we did have a top 5 list. It was top 5 fast food burgers. Who wants to start this up?
I'll lead off.
All right, you lead off.
Okay, so I think we said last week, like the whole Five Guys thing, like those kinds of places count. I don't eat a lot of fast food, especially burgers, but I did. I could get my 5. Number 5, I think it's good, but I think it's overrated.
Okay.
At the same time.
I'm starting with the hot takes.
Yeah, In-N-Out.
Okay.
In-N-Out. I have number 5.
I agree with that it is overrated, but I feel like it probably should be in a top 5 list.
Right. Yeah. So I was not like blown. I thought this was gonna be like the best fast food burger I was ever gonna eat.
Yeah.
It's good, but nothing like. I mean, I think everybody should do it if you go West Coast, but like once.
Right. For sure.
Number 4, the classic McDonald's. Not a huge fan, but I kind of think you have to have it. Top 5, top 10, whatever.
For sure.
Number 3, I got the original, what looks like the Krabby Patty from SpongeBob Wendy's.
Okay.
The square patty. Number 2, I think this is fast food. Shake Shack.
It is. Yep.
Okay. All right. So number 2, I got Shake Shack. They have good shakes though. Like their shakes are very, very good. And number 1, I said it when I was on the West Coast. Shake Shack shits on everything. I mean, not Shake Shack. Five Guys. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fair. Our lists are very similar. I'll just say that.
So's mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's the same. It's literally the same 5 in a different order for mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what? You didn't say my number 5 at all.
Okay.
My number 5 is Burger King.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Burger King just deserves a spot on there, but I don't think it's a great burger. I'm not a big fan of the seeded bun.
Oh, I love the seeded.
Nah, I always get the seed stuck in my gum, and then I get infection in my gum, so I'm out on that.
I'm pro seed.
Yeah, I am too. Burger King is very underrated. I feel like it's a very underrated burger.
Even on my hoagies, I'm pro seed. Like a seeded roll. Yeah.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah, even cheesesteaks. A nice cheesesteak on a seeded roll.
John's Roast Porks puts it on the.
Never had it.
Oh really?
Never had it. I live
No
5
way.
minutes. I live a 5-minute walk.
I know.
No, go ahead.
Number 4, I got In-N-Out.
Okay.
I had it, a couple times. Number 3, McDonald's.
Okay.
Number 2, Wendy's. And number 1, Five Guys.
Okay. Again, my list is very similar. So I have 5, and I don't even like it. The burgers is McDonald's, but you have to put it there because it's the classic burger. But
Over 1 billion sold, right? Isn't that what they have on their little solar?
It's probably even more than that now, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
but it's like 99 billion or something. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
over 99 billion. But yeah, like at McDonald's now, when I eat it, I get like I don't feel good after. I don't even have it anymore. It just doesn't do anything for me. But you got to put it in the top 5 because it's McDonald's. Number 4, I agree with Dom. It's overrated, but it's better than a McDonald's. Is In-N-Out. And also, before I get to the top 3, I just want to preface it by saying I've never had Shake Shack. I
Really?
need to. I need to, or it might have been in my list, but I've never had it. So,
even the fries, the shakes,
anything.
are really
I've
good
never
too.
been.
No, no. I'm just saying that everything you get with it's really good.
Number 3, Burger King. Number 2, Wendy's. Number 1, Five Guys.
Yeah.
So I think we all have Five Guys number 1.
Yep.
Makes sense.
And I will say this about like In-N-Out though. In-N-Out, it's actually like really cheap too. Like
Yeah, it is.
like I know it's fast food and like McDonald's is fairly cheap too, but like
Not
we went out
anymore.
there-
You get a meal at
Right.
McDonald's, you're spending
Right.
$10.
right.
Easy.
We went out there. We got 2 burgers, like 2 animal style, and like drinks, and it was like $8. And
Yeah.
I was like, and like on the West Coast too. Like that's
Yeah. Yep.
it's kind of crazy.
Absolutely.
And I again, totally pro Five Guys. They throw the extra fries in the bag. You can't beat it. The
Yep.
peanuts, you can't beat it.
Oh no, Five Guys is great. It's a whole vibe.
I can
Love
tell
it.
you real quick, the worst burger I ever had was not in the United States. I was in
Okay.
Amsterdam, and me and Shuvi are like starving. We just landed in Amsterdam. We're walking
Amsterdam,
around.
huh?
Yeah, Amsterdam.
Okay.
And he's like, dude, when I was here last time, this place is great. And we go in, and it's like you pick a burger from like those machines that you put in as a kid, and like the bubble
no.
gum would come out.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
What it was, like behind it, and you put like money in and opened it up and ate it. It was the worst thing I've
That
ever
sounds
had.
that sounds terrible.
Did he like it the second time he had it?
I don't remember. I think maybe it was a nostalgia thing for him from when he went
okay.
the first time. It was the
But I'm
worst.
saying like, when you went to Amsterdam, you weren't with him,
No, I
or
was.
were you?
But he
Well,
went. That
I'm
was
saying,
the second time. No,
right,
he
but
was.
did he like it?
No, he
the
was
second time?
Not
Yeah.
what I remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recommend that. It sounds terrible.
It's funny. There's a place from my old neighborhood, like in South Philly, where there was a hoagie place that I would get hoagies all the time, and I thought it was the best in the world. Then I hadn't had it for years. Had it as an adult, and it was like, wow, this is actually trash. Like, I'm not gonna name names, but
Yeah, why not? No, I'm kidding. We
Yeah.
don't have to go that route.
yeah.
You guys want to
I gotta
go
wait
ahead.
real quick,
Yeah, go ahead.
real quick. I got a good top 5 for us next week. I actually have 2, but
Okay.
I want to do this. I want to wait. Okay, one of them's a very like negative top 5. I want to wait until after the World Series to do that. We don't have to do it the week after the World
Okay.
Series ends, but
Yep.
a week, 2-3 weeks, whatever. Next week, I think we should do a top 5 of people you'd like to have like a dinner with, dead, alive,
Dead or alive? Okay.
doesn't matter. Top 5 people you would sit down and have like a 2-hour dinner with.
It's interesting.
That's actually a pretty good one, Dom.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Write that down.
I had
'cause
somebody.
I'm gonna
I
forget
already
it.
have my 5. Yeah. So because somebody asked me that, and I was like, oh, that'd be a really good top 5 for the show.
Dom has his top 50.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
50.
Dom already thought about it.
Top 150 try.
So
So yeah, we'll do that next week.
yeah, I like that. That's a good top 5.
Real quick, I want to circle
Yeah.
back while we're still on like this top 5. McDonald's overseas. Have either one of you been
It's
overseas?
totally different.
I have not,
Yeah,
no.
I've never been overseas, but I've
Oh
heard it's
my
totally
god!
different.
I've had it in Ireland, I've had it in Amsterdam, I've had it in Paris, and I've had it in Italy. It's just totally different.
Better or worse?
It's way better. Like their
And they're
all-
are they-
quality of
they all-
ingredients.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Like their ingredients, they use like fresh, like it's like clean in there. Like people like want to work in these places over there.
Are they all similar?
Yeah, like with the way that they grade their meats and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
like
I mean, like, but they sell different food, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They don't sell. Yeah.
Yeah, I got in Italy, like I got a beer while I was at
Yeah.
McDonald's. Like it was cool. Like they had like you inside outs they had at McDonald's there.
Yeah.
Huh.
Dude, like I was watching a TikTok really quick. I was watching a TikTok the other day, and it was like a guy like showed you how to make the McRib, and like the comments were like, "This is disgusting. Like, why do they do it like that? Like, it's fucking fast food. What do you mean? Like, he pulls it out of a freezer, throws the ribs, cooks them for 2 minutes, and puts them in like a plastic like shelf thing.
Container, yeah.
Yeah, and like, and then they let it sit there for 2 minutes. They take it out and they put it on 2 buns and put some lettuce and like, what do you expect?
Right? Yeah, you go expecting that. Like that's
Right.
what McDonald's
Fast
is.
food.
That's why I've never tried a McRib, and I never will.
Never will.
So, all right, you guys ready to get into some Phillies talk? Phillies are in the World Series. I don't know if either of you knew that, but the Phillies are in the World Series, tied 1-1. Obviously, the first game things were looking a little dark, down 5-0. You come back. We're talking about resilience with this team, and that's kind of what they did Game 1. What were the biggest takeaways you guys had from Game 1 before we get into the negatives of Game 2?
I gotta try to remember it.
There was, I mean, now games are kind of blending together and things like that. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I just meant because I was not on this.
Oh, that's true. You were buckled on on Game 1. Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean, just being able to fight back. I was walking into where I was going when all right, so I'm taking the Uber over to where I was going, and this guy didn't even know what baseball was. So like I'm like watching it on my phone, like I see, what was it, first and third when they first scored, or first and second?
First and second, I believe.
And then what?
No, Tucker hit the 2-run.
No. It was 5-0 at this point. It was already 5-0 at this point.
Yeah.
When the Phillies scored the first 3 runs, I was walking into a party, and I heard everybody screaming, and I ran through the door, and then I don't even remember how they scored, but just it's 5-3, and you're just thinking to yourself like, 10 minutes ago it was 5-0. You're like, this is over. Like, especially Houston at home. Like, I don't think they're that good at home in the World Series in the past.
Yeah, and Game 1, I think they just went to 0-6.
Yeah. So, and we all know about Verlander. The 0-6 almost going into this game.
Still
0-6 ERA. Right. So, it's 5. It's 5-0. You're thinking this game there's no way they come back. This is over. It's over. Then they make it 5-3, and there's a chance. So they eventually tie it up. I saw somebody on Twitter say JT stands for just tied this game after they tied it. And then when he won, or when he hit the home run and then they won the game, I yelled out, JT stands for just took motherfucking game 1.
I like it. I dig it.
So Game 1 recap for me. You guys are not going to believe this, right? So I am at a wedding while this is going on.
Oh, yeah.
And at the wedding, the bride's side, that's my wife's best friend, from Philadelphia, right? The groom side is all from Houston.
Uh-oh.
Really?
All from Houston, Astros fans, like.
Wow.
So we're sitting there, and they're like, the whole thing was like, hey, like, we know the World Series is going on, but like, we're not going to have any TVs because like this was planned before before the Phillies were going to be in the World Series.
Yeah, but at that point you adjust.
So
adjust and adapt.
So everybody's like got their phones, right, watching the game, and they go up. They're all loud and rowdy, and like they're like bow down. I'm just like looking. I'm like, okay, like it's, you don't win a game. Then the last dance for the husband and wife, JT just hit the double. I mean, JT just drove in the 2, and on the way out, I was like, how about them Phillies? Kept it pushing. But one major takeaway that I've actually, like a good takeaway from both games, is like the bullpen actually has been pretty solid as far as like not allowing any more after the initial shock. So that's a kind of a good takeaway that I have from it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could kind of stick with pitching. Is Wheeler just did not look like himself. He didn't have much control. didn't
Well,
have
him and Nola too.
right. Well, yeah,
too.
no, that's right. I'm thinking game one. Sorry, game one was Nola, right? Yeah, no, Nola didn't look like himself. I mean,
Which I think was the right move, by the way.
um,
Nola going 1.
I
I'd rather
don't
have
think it
Wheeler.
really mattered, to be honest.
Well, would you rather have Nola game 5 or game 6? Game 5 at home or game 6 on the road? Rather have Nola game 5 at home and Wheeler
I
game
mean,
6 on the road.
not if Wheeler looks the way he did in game 2.
I think they're the
Well, I mean, that he's been really good the whole. He's
Sure.
got one bad
No,
start.
for sure. Yeah, you're right.
You don't want anybody looking that bad, whether it's Wheeler, Suarez, Nola, whoever.
the one.
I mean-
exactly. The one thing that I kept saying, I think to you guys too, and at least and to my uncle and brother, like they just were not attacking them like they have been against the Cardinals, against the Braves, against the Padres, where you're going at them. They're kind of like
With the pitching, you mean?
to the corners. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Well,
they're
I
trying to
think
make a mistake.
I think Wheeler tried to go at him, and you saw. I mean, the
Oh, yeah,
Astros knew
yeah,
that and took
normal.
advantage. And the first 2 pitches go for. I think both of them were doubles. Like,
Yep.
so I think. I mean, he tried to attack him, but the Astros are just really fucking good.
I also feel like Nola, like just like the definition of his career, where he's not having success is he always tries to throw that that same pitch in that same spot, and like it'll work for a little bit. Not this didn't happen so much this game, but like or game 2, or game one rather. Sorry. It's just like I feel like he always tries to throw that pitch, and it keeps working, and then finally, like Houston or whoever he's pitching against, that he's not having success against, they figure it out, and he doesn't go away from it either. He just didn't have it game 1 either, you know.
Yeah,
So
for sure. I really didn't even. I mean, I guess we have to talk about it though. Going into game 2 is like the thing that's really bothering me. I don't know, me and you, Dom, went back and forth on this last night. Can we stop talking about cheating? Like, can we just can that stop? Like the Phillies didn't lose a game because anybody cheated. The Phillies lost the game because the Astros were the better team in game 2.
no, I don't disagree with that. What I was saying is, okay, so I don't care about the 5 years ago. I'm not. That wasn't my argument. My argument was just, and it wasn't even that deep. Where last night,
No,
the
it
whole
wasn't
barrel
deep at all,
thing,
no.
that whole barrel thing. My argument to you was that we're playing them. They're fucking cheaters. Like fuck them. I don't. After this series, you could say whatever you want. I'm just saying.
I
Just
keep shit real though. Like I say what's on my mind. Like it's. I'm not gonna say fuck the Astros.
But it's the
just because
World
the Phillies
Series.
Sure, no, absolutely, and I want the Phillies to win, but at the same time, I'm not gonna call them cheaters and all that. Like it's just a loser mentality to me. Like go out and beat the team. Like don't bitch and moan about the team cheating.
I'm just saying too. If the barrel is if that's a rule, then it we shouldn't just like the commentators are like, oh, ha, 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 like he just used the wrong barrel last night, but now he's up to bat, and like he had an RBI in a single last night, or game 1 rather,
Sure.
with that bat. Like it's like
The
I don't know.
Maldonado bat you're talking about.
Yeah. Like if it's in the rule book, like then follow the rule, and if he doesn't follow
Sure.
the rule, there should be repercussions.
Yeah,
I don't
like-
know what they are, but
What do you
I
do?
don't
If
get paid
you, what do you do if you're the Yankees and the Mariners, and they're like, "Hey, he used that bat against us in the whole
Right.
series."
right,
I'm just,
I don't know.
I'm kind of on the same page with you, Mike. Like, go out there and beat them, sort of thing. Like, I really could care less. But if it's in the rules say you can't use it. You shouldn't be allowed to use it, and
Right.
they should
Sure.
be penalized for using the games that they used it.
Also, too, like I kind of feel like the MLB should kind of be on top of that too a little
Yeah.
bit.
Say something, come
Like-
out with an official
Well,
statement.
not even that. Well, that, but like I don't know. I just kind of it's the World Series. Like I kind of feel like they should have things in place to for this not to happen. Like for him not to use the bat. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's kind
also-
of ridiculous where like they figure it out after the game and it's like, haha, you used the wrong bat. Like
Yeah, but
and
at
then they
the
went
same-
on about how Pujols.
But hold on, at the
you know.
same time, I don't know how big of a difference there are between the two bats. It might be so minimal that an ump's not even going to realize it if a guy's just grabbing a bat and walking up.
Well, I'm not even talking about
The fact that you have a rule that some people can do it and other people can't is a joke. It either should be legal for everybody or
Right.
illegal for everybody. Like you shouldn't
I
have.
hear you.
It should be a universal rule.
I agree with that.
I
I'm
agree
just saying,
with that
like,
as
mate,
well.
it's the World Series, and this is the team that was caught or allegedly caught for
Sure.
cheating, and it's like you should probably have maybe they should have a guy go in each locker room and just check everything. You know, that works for the MLB. It's the World Series. Like, obviously, you're not going to get that many people for 162 games for 30 teams or whatever it is. Like, you know, I'm sorry, I'm like preoccupied. I have fantasy going and Josh Allen. But I don't know. It's just. I just think people are upset because they're worried that, because they're alleged cheaters or they are cheaters, whatever it is, they just don't want it to happen again. And every time there's a little inconvenience, you know, people are going to get upset.
I guess
I'm not saying I disagree with you. I actually
Move
almost
on.
tweeted at you. I almost tweeted at you that I agree with both of your points that you tweeted about.
I don't even remember. I don't remember what I tweeted. What did I tweet out?
It was you tweet. I think you tweeted it maybe before the game or at the beginning of the game. It was like two things that you tweeted.
Two things that should stop.
Yeah,
One,
maybe that was it.
talking about the cheating scandal. It was 5 years ago and didn't affect the Phillies in any way. We're better than that. Number two, bitch about the broadcast. They call a fair game just because they're not homerish doesn't mean
Right.
they hate the Phillies.
Right. I agree with that. I do. I don't really care about the 5 years ago necessarily. I only care about it because, I think I just care about it because I want the Phillies to win. And
Yeah,
it's
because
fuck
we're
Houston.
playing against them. Yeah.
Right. It's fuck you,
Sure.
you're cheaters. And in a weekday, I may say that, I don't care about that. But right now I do because
Okay,
fuck Houston.
fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough. I respect your honesty.
Yeah, of course. That's what I do.
Keep it
Um,
I'm
real.
an honest guy. Making
yeah,
an honest
exactly.
living.
Exactly. But with all that being said, there was some weird stuff going on with Valdez in game 2. I will say
A
that.
lot of weird stuff. A lot of
Yeah,
weird stuff.
And I texted you, Mike, or in our group chat, the three of us, like, you know, obviously, I think it was the sweat and the rosin bag, like, mixed up. It creates a sticky substance. It's very legal.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody remembers the Trevor Bauer video back in the offseason before his whole scandal.
Legal issue,
Yeah, before that happened. He released a video of he literally sat there and mixed rosin with his sweat, and he held the ball up like this on the palm of his hand, and it was not moving. And it was totally legal. Like, that's not an illegal substance. So it's possible to get a sticky-like substance while still being legal. I think that's probably what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I agree. I said that, and I don't know. I think it is kind of fishy that he changes his cleats and his glove. But I'm not going to sit here and bitch about that. You know what I mean? Like why isn't anybody doing this? Like,
Well, apparently he's just
figure that out.
a quirky guy where like he likes to play mind games. Like I was listening to a John Boy podcast today or last night. I forget when I was listening to it, but it was John Boy obviously he's tapped in, he's connected. He got a text from a couple scouts around Major League Baseball and said, "Trust me, the Phillies know exactly what Valdez does. Like this is known around the league. He's a guy that will take his time. He always touches his glove. He always goes back to the glove. Trust me, they've asked for him to be looked at because like it's just known around the league that that's what Valdez does every game."
And somebody growing up that pitched, I actually kind of like that. Like I actually kind of like that he's quirky like that. Like I think that's actually kind of like
it's a known thing around the league that's what he does every start.
Yeah, I think Thompson after the game said like he did this the last time we played him too. Like it and he also said like they asked Thompson, he was like, yeah, you know, they look at it every inning, so like,
Exactly.
or they would have caught something by
That's
now.
the other thing. I keep saying things online like, "Oh, why aren't the ups checking them?" It's like they check every inning. Like relax, everybody, calm down. But I guess when you lose, you look for shit.
weird.
Too.
Just the changing of the cleats.
It's
is
odd.
weird.
It's odd because what does cleats have to do with like cheating or sticky stuff? Like you're not gonna reach for your cleat. Like that'd be obvious if you had anything on there. You're not gonna reach for a cleat. I think he's just a quirky guy that likes to play fucking mind games. I think that's what happened.
I will say this too. I saw a couple videos of like somebody on Twitter or whatever TikTok cut up every single time he was walking off the mound in the dugout, and I think it was like 3 or 4 times. It was like 3 or 4 innings, and they never checked his glove hand. They only checked his throwing hand, his left hand. And there was one point where he was coming off. I don't know if I think it was his glove hand, his right hand, where he took it off and like. I mean, and you can't really see me, but like
he wipes it on his pants.
from his like, he wipes it from like his like abdominal area all the way down to like his knee, which it's kind of weird. It is.
Sure.
It's a little you know unorthodox, but
sure.
I didn't really have a problem with him last night.
No. I
Personally.
mean,
No,
I agree. There was some weird stuff.
Nasty.
which we were talking about too. It's like
That curve is
he-
nasty.
I don't listen. He throws a great curve. It starts down the middle and it ends at your feet. But like, dude, like just watching him pitch as a pitcher, as somebody who also, and obviously I hit too, like growing up. But like, you could see that ball coming out of his hand, a curveball coming out of his hand so well, and it's just like
I know.
it's got to be so good. Yeah, he throws it
and it's
like
like
that.
it's the over top one.
Yeah, it's already he's already curving. He's already breaking his hand back here. Like it's it's crazy how they couldn't pick it up. But
What? Yeah,
I
well,
guess it's that
I think
good.
he's got one of the highest spin rates in Major League Baseball.
yeah,
Which is why people think he was using like sticky stuff because
right.
he just gets so much spin on that ball.
And like I know like I even said it to you guys, like move up in the plate and swing, but like
Choke up a little bit.
it's hard. It's so hard to do nowadays. Like when that's whenever I had 2 strikes, I always move up in the plate. But it's so hard to do nowadays. And obviously, when playing Little League, they're not throwing 100. But like these guys, all these guys now throw 100, 101. They're not throwing 94 anymore, where you can move up in the plate and you'll still be ready for a fastball. You're moving up in the plate at 101. You're not touching that. So
Yeah, they're blowing
It's
it by
tough.
you.
yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the decision in Game 2 to start Vierling and Sosa?
Well, Mike, you and I kind of talked about it before the game started.
little
We
bit,
were
yeah.
together. I think Stott should have played personally. Marsh, I don't know. I guess not that it. I mean, he's good defensively, but listen, I know that why they tried to do the lefty,
Sure, I get it.
but I think, and I told you, I think Stott is better at hitting lefties than Marsh. Like if I had a bet, like if I was a betting man, I don't know what the numbers are. But if I had a bet, I would bet Stott's probably a little bit better at hitting lefties than Marsh is. So if I had to take one lefty out of the lineup, it would just be Marsh. But that's me personally. And I
Yeah.
don't think Sosa had a great like defensive game either.
No, the first inning he bounces a ball in the dirt that like he shouldn't. I mean, that's an easy throw to make. Now, granted, an
Which
MLB
we
first
should have
baseman
gotten
picks that out of the dirt, but still, you got to throw that at the chest. Like that's an easy throw to make.
Yeah. With
Um,
2
Yeah,
outs, right?
Yeah, 2 outs.
yeah,
They would have only put up 2 that inning.
Yep.
right.
And also, I think Vierling, like everybody said, he was flat-footed on that throw to third. I actually thought that was a pretty decent throw that he could have got. Who was that? That tagged up on second to third,
I forget
Is that
who
Alvarez?
it was.
or Diaz?
What was the top? It was somebody at the top of the
It might have
order.
been Pena.
Was it
Or-
Pena?
It might
Might have been.
I didn't mind that throw. I don't know about you guys, but it looked like
I
Bowman
didn't-
played it a little bit.
I didn't love the throw, but if it's a good throw, I still don't know if he's out. Like, I don't know how much of a
Right.
difference the throw made.
And I don't know. I put this in our group chat, but like, why? Like, if it's not broke, don't mess with it. So like, I would have left Stott and Marsh in there just because it was working.
Yeah.
I think
Can
that
we pull that up?
analytics too much.
What's that?
Can we pull up their splits?
Who's
Lefty,
that?
righty?
Who?
Stott. I really want to see Stott. Really, like, is it that bad? Where you got to start Sosa?
I can look. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. What am I looking at here? Hold on. I'm trying to.
Lefty,
all right.
righty split.
So left versus right. This is the regular season. So he bats Okay, this is a little weird. So against righties, he bats 226. Against lefties, he bats 263.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
analytics.
does it tell you how many bats? At bats?
99 against left, 328 against rights.
Well, more chances you're gonna have probably less success, but still, that's really it's a good number for 99 at bats.
Yeah,
Hitting 260. What did you say?
263. I think it's.
Yeah.
I think it's 263. I'll look at Sosa splits now. So against righties, 223, and against lefties, 232. And the 232 against lefties, 82 at bats.
All right,
So-
so give me Marsh.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, there's no reason Stott should not play.
Right. I mean it's kind of wild. He has a better average against lefties.
Right.
Brandon Marsh against lefties is 188, against righties 262.
Okay.
So that's a pretty significant
Right.
difference.
Well, and like I said,
Yeah,
I would have started Stott. If I had taken lefty out of the lineup, it's Marsh.
I'm looking at Veerling's now. So Veerling against righties 217, against lefties 295.
Okay.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, like I could understand putting Veerling in for Marsh, but the Stott for Sosa one's a little strange to me.
Right.
And like the thing about Stott is he doesn't have many hits this postseason, but one thing is whenever he does make a hit, they're gigantic. I've said that before. But it seems like every single at bat is at least productive. Like he battles and fights every single at bat. He could go 7, 8, 9 pitches deep.
He is just like his roommate, his mentor Bryce Harper, where 2 strikes. I'm honestly I'm not like sitting here worried.
No,
Like
he battled.
Two strikes. Yeah.
Right. And even if he gets out, grounds out, flies out, whatever, he could go 7, 8, 9 pitches deep, and it's still a productive at bat.
And he like I think it was last night when he did that at bat when he had that what was it, like 10 or 11 pitch at bat.
I
I think he walked. He walked. Yeah.
He started off like 0-2 or 1-2.
Oh,
And he battled.
And he fouled a few off. Yeah. No, he's
He's doing that.
every at bat.
playoffs.
Every at bat is productive, which is why I would have put him in over Sosa.
Yeah. And the Atlanta series, the one where what was it? The first game here, game 3, when he hits that double down the line, it was the same thing.
Yep.
It was like an 8-pitch at bat. He fouled off. It was a 2-2 count, I think, and he hits a ball down the line, and Marsh scores.
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up too, Dom. All the rallies seem to rally around him.
Yeah.
Too. Like he starts the rallies as well.
I think he's going to be a really good, like a really nice hitter. What
happened?
Are you playing against Allen?
Yeah, I have Diggs, but in another league. But
I'm gonna win both my fantasy games this week. By the way,
there you go.
Look at me.
So I'm going against Allen. I'm down. I think it was like 235 to 164, but I still have 3 guys tomorrow night, and it's a really high scoring league. So like, it's not impossible. I don't think it's gonna happen, but
Is that Bengals Browns tomorrow? Is that who that is?
yeah, I have Hurst, Chubb, and Amari Cooper. So it's not like if they can contain Josh Allen a little bit, if he could put up like 10 or 15 more points, I may have a shot.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the Phillies. Wow, that's a great route. What were we saying here? Oh, stop. I think he could be a really good average hitter, like a good contact hitter. In like I can't wait to see him in like 2-3 years. Like how good he's gonna be.
For sure. Because he's still young. That's like what people don't realize. I don't think. So game 3, Halloween in Philadelphia. Come back to Philly. Syndergaard's getting the start. Are we a little surprised it wasn't Ranger?
Well, I think.
Yeah.
Are you surprised, Dom?
Yeah, I am. Go ahead. I'll tell you why, but go ahead.
I think that was like a decision made once they had to use him in game 1. Even though he only threw 20 pitches and he probably still could have started, I think that was like a decision made as soon as they had him warming up in game 1.
He only got 1 out, right?
He pitched 20 pitches.
Was it 20?
Yeah, it was 20.
Okay. See, but that's the thing. What's game 1 is what Friday. Tomorrow's Monday. But that's the thing is like he's mentally you mentally prepare for that. You know what I mean? Like
I agree, but I think that was what they decided was best. I don't actually mind Syndergaard. I hope.
Neither do I. I think he should have started the Falter game.
Yep.
The game that Falter did, but I don't know, man. I think it worries me because now tomorrow, what happens if Suarez comes out of the bullpen?
I don't think he will. I don't think he's even available.
He was available in game 2, which was a little weird.
I think tomorrow. I think it would be Kyle Gibson would be your next one up, right?
Oh, God forbid.
You're kind of hoping
Brogdon.
Syndergaard goes 3 or 4, and then, I mean, I like Eflin in like the 7th, personally.
Suarez
6th, 7th, 8th.
Suarez pitched 2 outs.
Oh, was it 2 outs? I thought
It was 2
1.
outs. But the ground ball from Bregman, can he never do what he did there ever again? That scared the ever-loving shit out of me. Like, don't do that ever again. I don't care how much confidence you have. The little flip from the glove to cause anything could go wrong in that scenario. Do not do that. Just fucking throw the ball over.
It's such a shame he got hurt this year because he'd win the Gold Glove for pitcher, National League pitcher. He's statistically the best defensive pitcher. I don't know if it's the NL or in the league, but he just doesn't have enough innings. It's a shame.
Right. For sure.
He won the fielding Bible
Yeah.
award.
That's like basically like go fuck yourself. But
Yeah.
there you
What
go.
the fuck is that? I've never even heard of that. What is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard it the other day that he won it.
Interesting.
Diggs bit his tongue.
He did what now?
He bit his tongue. I don't know.
Okay.
He just like it was a close up of him on the sideline going, "I bit my tongue" on that play.
All right, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You guys
Sorry.
got anything else for the Phillies before we move on, or no?
Well, I will say this: next week, our show we're gonna have a either World Series or not. So
Yeah.
hopefully next show, next Monday we're
Talking
coming
about
back
a
from
parade, maybe? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So
Might be stuck on traffic on my way trying to get back here. We might not even
Yeah.
have to be able to do this show next Monday, but who knows?
Can I talk about something that really made me mad yesterday?
Go ahead.
Castellanos turning around and saying it's flat, and then striking out on the next pitch.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like boosting himself up to he told Bohm, right? Like the fastball's flat, it's flat, and then he just strikes out on the next one.
Well, how about game one? I'm like watching with a bunch of people, and Harper comes up. How did Harper get on first? Was it a walk when they loaded the bases?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
I believe it. Because I think
Yeah,
they pitched around him, I believe.
Yeah, right before we came out to bat. It's second and third. Your first base is open, 2 outs. You got Castellanos coming up, and I said to everybody, I said, I'm not throwing Harper a fucking strike. He's walking. This is a walk.
Might as well
Walks to
intentionally
first.
walk him at that point.
Yeah, right. So Castellanos comes up, and I said, this is a dead strikeout. And everybody's like, stop being so negative. I'm like, all right, watch. I don't even think he threw a strike. Like in the strike zone.
The hit wasn't a strike. That was at his ankles.
Right.
The single. It was literally at his ankles.
Oh, right. But this one he struck out. The base
Oh,
loaded.
I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Of,
the
I'm
base
thinking,
loaded.
I'm thinking when the rally happened. What? How many
No,
guys
no,
were
no.
on? How many guys were on when he hit that single? Was it first and second? or-
Mounts.
2. There were 2 on.
There was 2 on, right? Okay.
I think it was first.
Hoskins-
Was it
it
first
was
and third or
Hoskins.
second and third? I think it was second and third.
I just know that the pitch was like at his ankles, but he just
Yeah.
he fought it off and hit the single. But
And great play by him in the outfield, but I feel like any other fielder would have already had a jump on that before.
would have been an
Yeah.
easy catch.
Okay, all right. I didn't want to be
It
the
was-
only one.
no, that's
Okay.
that's perfectly fine. That should not have been that difficult of a make.
Okay.
And it was identical to the one against Atlanta earlier
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
He like took a step back and then had to come up.
I do agree with you, but I'm also not gonna like take it away from him because he's
No,
not a
no,
good fielder.
sure.
So
Absolutely.
it was a good play for him.
What? And if he
I agree.
doesn't
No, I agree.
and if he doesn't catch that ball, game over.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's kind
absolutely.
of crazy. Going back to the Atlanta series when he made that catch, it's kind of crazy that they didn't. Who they put Veerley in left, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
they take him out for Schwarbs.
Yeah, but I don't know who's worse. I really don't.
I really don't either. I honestly don't.
Did you see Schwarber? What was it? Was it game 1 when he was running? He ran he went first to home.
No,
Yeah, it was game 1, wasn't it?
no, I'm saying I didn't see it.
Oh.
I was at the
Dude.
wedding.
Oh my god, dude! I've never seen a human move so slow in my life.
Oh.
I can't like they showed the replay and I was at this party. I'm like I can't lie. Like I can't run that. Like I can't run as fast as he is. But like it, I was laughing at how he was running. Like it was like how did he score like standing up? Like it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was the same way when he stole a base in I think
Oh,
it was
yeah.
the Padres
Yeah.
series, right?
He stole a base in game 1 too.
Or maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Every
they
game
got
does
everybody
that.
a free
Yeah.
taco.
How does
Yeah.
that work?
I think you gotta have the app.
You probably have to have the app and probably
No,
have to
not even that.
redeem.
Not even that. Is
Oh,
it
how-
just is it every stolen base?
No, it's just the first stolen base.
And you only get
One.
okay. All right.
You look disappointed.
No, I don't even like Taco Bell. I'm just saying.
Okay, fair enough.
I just didn't know how it worked.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
You guys
Learn
ready to
something
move
every
on?
day.
You guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
To some Eagles. Eagles are still undefeated. Hold on, let me pop this up here. I was unprepared. There we go. Was
Dominant today.
Never a doubt.
What'd you say?
Dominant today.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
complete dominance of another team.
Yeah, I think it was after the second drive of the game, I texted you guys in the group chat, and I was like, this has blowout written all over it.
Yeah.
It showed it.
I will say this too. It's a good problem to have. But like the second half was just so boring. Like nothing
Yep.
was like, not that nothing was happening, but like it was
Nothing
like,
had to happen.
right. And like the fourth quarter, like when they took everybody out, it was just I honestly like I put the Dallas game on.
Yeah, I
There was
left.
7 minutes left.
I was at work. I just walked out of the break room.
Yeah.
I was like,
I mean, I watched the last like 2 minutes or whatever it was, but for like a while I switched to the Dallas game and red zone.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, AJ Brown, what do you have? 150 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first half,
yep.
give or take, something like that.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right on.
I don't remember the yardage he had. It was around 150. But
Yeah, and he could have had the fourth one. He really could have had a fourth touchdown.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was dominant. But can we talk about that? I mean, I know I texted you guys when it happened. The gorgeous throw to him. I think it was the second touchdown of the game. Beautiful ball that
Yeah,
that
it's
Jalen Hurts
incredible.
put. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Also, too, like no, go ahead.
no, good. Dom, you're good.
So I don't know. We saw it earlier this year with Devontae Smith with the over 100. What did he have? Was it Minnesota or might have been Washington? Where I think it was Washington. He had like 100 and whatever. What was it? Do you remember?
I think it was like 125.
Yeah, something like that. In the first half, and then in the second half,
Nothing.
you kind of right. So like it was kind of the same thing, but I'm not going to nitpick too much. You really can't with this team. So
No, for sure.
I got one negative coming out of this game.
Okay.
Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not his fault, but yeah, I mean,
but yeah, that's gonna hurt up. The rush defense.
yeah.
Romo said it too. He said the one problem this team has, and it's not even a bad problem because they don't get in that situation too much, is offensively third and long. I mean,
Yeah.
it's already a hard thing. Good team, bad team, no matter what you are, it's already a hard. Like that third and clinching a third and long is very hard, but for that to be their biggest problem right now, I mean, sign me up,
Yeah,
For
they
sure.
they rarely are ever in that situation.
dude. And how like today, like the linebackers and like CJGJ, like he came up with a sack, and I think he had the pick too, right?
He did, yeah.
Yeah. He's been incredible.
And I saw him talking mad shit at one point. It was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
To
I think it was
Claypool.
Yeah.
Is that who it was? I know. I saw
Yeah.
him talking shit. It was great. Speaking of talking shit, why is the NFL so goddamn soft with the whole taunting thing on AJ Brown?
Did they call that?
Yeah,
they called it a taunt when he pointed
okay.
at both
Yeah.
secondary guys. Like
Remember
the
when
taunting rule
Harden did that?
the taunting rule is bullshit. If you don't want the guys to taunt, don't let them fucking score. It's a real simple formula.
Agreed.
You're a grown man getting paid a bajillion dollars to play this game. Sure, if the guy taunts, stop him. Like, it's that simple.
Yep. Yeah, that's your job. Your job's to not let him score.
Oh, they're replaying.
I just saw it.
First throw,
Yeah. I didn't see that he did that to them. They
What's
just
that?
showed on the thing where he told him that he's a little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's done that a couple times. He's done that a couple times this year.
Yep. That's great. But
Um,
that was my rant. The NFL's so goddamn
I
soft.
saw him score the touchdown, and I walked out of the room, so I didn't even see. I knew he was taunting, but like I didn't know if they even threw the flag because I think Romo said it too, or somebody said it. Might have been Jim Nance. He would like, don't you think like after your third touchdown you're allowed to get like a little taunt? Like,
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, kind of. You just scored
Yeah.
3 touchdowns against them. Like, yeah, you have the ability to talk shit.
right.
what about the worst call I've ever heard in my entire life? The layup game on the defense because he made a move that's
Unlike
not
football.
unlike football.
Yeah.
The dude
That
was
wasn't even the
laughing.
worst call today in
He was
football. It
laughing.
was the second worst.
What was it? What was the first?
The ref from the Seattle game said I think he said it. He said a a flag on the play on the defense on the Seattle Mariners.
No, did he really?
Yeah,
He said Seattle Mariners.
I'm pretty sure that's what I read. I don't know if
All
it's
right,
true.
hold on, I gotta find it. While we talk here, I'll try to find that. 'Cause
I don't know if he said that, but somebody said the ref just called the Seahawks the Mariners. I didn't see the video. It was I forget his name. He's like a really popular ref.
I'll try to find it.
I like that they were trying to explain what Brandon Graham was doing, and they were like, "Yeah, you know, like they bark like a dog."
yeah, Romo, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even understand what that call meant. Like, honestly, like, so what? You can't say hut as a defensive player?
Right.
Is that what
It's
they're
not.
saying?
That's what they're saying. I didn't know that was a rule, but apparently
I've
not.
never heard of that either.
All right, hold on. Do I have it?
Did he say
Oh,
Mariners?
The Seahawks tweeted this out and said, "Didn't realize you were in the building at Mariners." Hold on, let me
Yeah.
let me play this here.
After the play was over, sideline interference. The coaching staff of the Seattle Mariners was in the restricted area.
This is
Oh,
Boger or whatever
that's
his name
Boger.
is. Yeah.
Jerome Boger.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Seattle
he's been
Mariners.
around for 20 years. Seattle Mariners.
I did not hear that. That's so funny.
Did you see that penalty though? Were you watching it when it happened?
No,
I was
didn't.
watching it.
Yeah.
Pete
The
Carroll
Brandon Graham
came
one?
on-
Oh no, this one.
Pete
Okay.
Carroll came on the field like because they got a first down. He's like doing this, and the ref runs into him and
Yeah.
throws the
Oh.
flag on Carroll.
That's so funny. Seattle Mariners. What? It's weird that his mind went to
Baseball?
baseball. It's very odd. I wonder if he's a Seattle Mariners fan. That's funny.
Maybe he's trying to get an autograph like that ref last week with Mike Evans.
Did you hear what happened there?
I didn't.
So
I know-
apparently Mike Evans talked to one of the refs about golf lessons. And he was like writing down his number, and somebody was going to call him about golf lessons. The ref knew somebody that had golf lessons or something. It was something along those lines. So he wasn't getting an autograph. He was getting his information so Mike Evans could get golf lessons, basically is what happened.
Not that Boger couldn't be a Mariners fan, but he's from Atlanta.
Okay. It's just weird that that's where his mind went.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they're always relevant. Like, it's not
Right.
like they're winning.
Or they're in the World Series right now, or you know what I mean?
Right. They got sent home however many days ago.
Two rounds ago.
So, yeah, right.
My favorite is in the preseason when there's so many numbers, and they'll say the entire offensive
The
line.
entire offensive line.
They did that for the Eagles Jets game, the Eagles preseason
Did
game.
they?
The entire, I think it was, the entire offensive line.
That's great.
Or they'll say the entire offensive line except the center.
That's funny.
I did love today Romo talking about Jason Kelsey. He was loving him some Jason Kelsey, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Were you at the game? Weren't you at the game?
No, sold the tickets today.
Okay.
Yeah, I had work today, so I had to sell the tickets.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about first ballot. Like, there's an argument for that, but he's a sure lock for the Hall of Fame.
They said he's him and Mike Webster, the only two players to be 4-time All-Pros at the center position.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I
Yep.
think he's first ballot.
Like, Jeff Saturday didn't even get there?
Nope, it was just him and Mike Webster are the only two. They said, this might be the first time ever that two brothers are first ballot Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Huh.
It's so funny how in sports how that kind of works. Like, even in baseball, like father-son,
Yeah.
how, like, or your brothers, I mean, I don't think Jason Giambi was great. He was a good player.
He's
but, like,
fine, yeah.
But we got Jeremy Giambi.
Right, yeah. Definitely no
It's like
Jason.
the Matthews brothers, Clay Matthews and
We had the
Casey
other
Matthews.
Casey, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the complete opposite of like the Vancouver Canucks getting both Sedin twins,
Yeah.
and then they're just both Hall of Famers.
Hall of
and
Famers, yeah.
I still I'm a big hockey fan. I couldn't tell them apart at all. Like they're the same as that guy. They look identical, and
one used to wear 23 and the other one would wear 33.
yeah, like it was freaky. But
Yeah.
and they're just both Hall of Famers. It's nuts. Like,
You'd think like one of them wear like 95 and the other one wear like 6.
no, I think they did it on purpose just so people got
Right, right,
confused.
right.
Nobody knew who was who.
Yeah.
So I don't really even have anything for the Eagles because there's just like it was dominant. Like I don't know anything more after this game than I did 2 weeks ago. Like
They didn't
this
run the
team's
ball
good.
a lot.
No, they didn't.
No, as the game went on, they ran it a little more. But the first half,
Yeah.
I think Miles Sanders had 3 attempts in the
Which-
first half or 4.
Which I'm okay with because throwing the ball really worked.
Yeah.
It's not like last year when they were throwing the ball and it wouldn't work and they still wouldn't run. You know,
Yep. True.
so I don't think it's really anything to be worried about. I just
No,
I just
didn't-
noticed it. Like I was
Sure.
just like, oh,
I just didn't learn anything new from this game.
I hear you.
This team's good, and their schedule isn't even that hard. That like, it's probably too early to talk about 17-0, but like 16-1, 17. Like it's possible that this team
Yeah.
just goes nuts the rest of the season.
Because you look at the rest of their schedule and it's just like
Right, exactly. Like who's the toughest team on there? The Giants, week 18.
yeah.
That like might not even matter.
um
Well, probably won't matter.
Dallas
I-
on Christmas Eve.
they said that there's only I think 3 teams left that have winning records.
Winning
They-
record.
like,
Yeah. That
Yeah.
they're-
I think
and
it's,
it's the Giants twice
Dallas
and the Cowboys one more time.
and Tennessee.
Oh yeah, Tennessee. Yeah,
Does Tennessee have a winning record?
they
I thought
do
Yeah.
Okay.
as of today.
Wait. But don't the Colts have a winning record?
Nah, Colts I think are 3-5 or 4-5, something like that.
3-4 now. Yeah, I guess
Okay.
they were 3-3 before because that game was after the Eagles,
Yeah.
but it's still not a winning record.
No. Yeah, do you have the Eagles schedule pulled up, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, get the Eagles schedule pulled. So they play in Houston, which should just be it's a wild week in the city of Houston next week.
Yep.
So yeah, you go to Houston Thursday. The Eagles are a 13-point favorite right now.
Yep.
They should
go
blow
ahead.
them out. Go ahead.
Yep. They go to Houston. That's like you said, Thursday night.
It's a
The
win.
following week is, I guess, it's Monday night against Washington.
Win, and I imagine Carson won't be back.
No.
He might not start the rest of the year because he might have just gotten benched. But
It sucks because he's not going to be back for this game or when they play the Colts, the Commanders.
well, didn't they just play the Colts today? Like today, that was
Yeah,
today.
they-
Or was it today? Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
today. Yeah,
Then they go to Indy.
That's a
week
win.
11.
the Colts suck.
Then they play the Packers on Sunday night.
Packers are still weird to me, but they've been playing awful. So I
Yeah.
like the Eagles. That's a win.
But it's an any given Sunday kind of match.
Sure, absolutely. Especially like this year in the NFL, weird shit happens.
Right. That is Thanksgiving weekend, I believe.
Okay.
And then they go into December. They play Tennessee, who right now is 5-2.
So far, that's their toughest matchup. But like Malik Willis, what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Malik Willis,
he,
yeah.
he doesn't scare. Like the Eagles should
Right.
win that game. Go ahead.
Well, Tannehill's probably going to be back at that point if they decide to start him, right?
Yeah, they probably aren't.
Yeah, like they're winning
Yeah.
games right now. So I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
I
it
don't
was
know.
his first start today.
Tannehill
Was it?
sucks.
I
Yeah.
thought he started last week. I thought.
No,
I could be
no.
wrong.
Not
Okay.
Tannehill.
Tannehill's bad, and like Malik Willis gives Willis.
Wills.
Wills. Okay. He gives you the speed factor, like the athletic factor that like Tannehill doesn't give you.
Right. And then
Right.
they go to at the Giants, week 11.
I could see that being a loss. I like the Eagles. I think are a better team, but playing in New York, like I that could be a loss.
There's a
I
lot
see
that can
it.
happen between now and then.
Sure, absolutely, yeah,
But-
totally.
Listen, the Vikings are 6-1. They beat the Vikings. The Cowboys were coming in 4-2. I don't know, what are they now? 6-2 or
Yes,
5-2? They beat good teams. So
Sure.
but it is a division game.
Exactly, it's a division game. I'm not.
You know.
I wouldn't pick the Giants to win, but I could see the Eagles losing that
Yeah.
game. I think that's a toss-up game.
Oh shit, Aaron Jones just almost broke one for like 90 yards. I got him in fantasy.
Figured.
So they go at the Giants week or on December 11th. The following week they go to the Bears,
It's a win. I mean, you should be. But they might be 21-point favorites.
right? And then they go to the Cowboys
That's going to be a rough
Christmas Eve.
That's gonna be a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't.
They
I mean,
might be
I know they blew out the Bears today, but like the Bears scored a lot of points against that defense. The Bears suck.
They might
Okay.
be clinched by then,
Could be.
and that game might
Right.
not mean anything.
Yeah, totally.
That kind of worries me a little bit.
I know, because you don't want to start
Right.
peaking too early, peak in high school.
Right. Then they go into January. They go to they're home to the Saints,
To win,
and then they're home to the Giants.
and that's a toss up because you're not going to start anybody.
Yeah, I don't love having 3 road games in December. 3 straight road games.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how much it really will affect things, but
The third road game, you're going to Dallas on Christmas Eve.
true.
Kind of sucks, but
Yeah,
and then they just 2 at home. But like we said, those games either may not matter or that Giants game may not matter. So
right.
Yeah.
You guys ready? You guys ready to do against the spread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys got your picks right?
Are you ready, Mike?
I did. Yeah, I did jot them down. Except I forgot to get our records this week.
I'm 3-2.
Okay, you're 3-2. All right, let me write that down. And
No clue.
did the Rams Niners game go over?
That was
What was it? What was the
42-17, I think.
42.5 was the over. Did that hit?
Yeah, it went over.
Okay. So then, Dom, you went 4-1. I went 2-2. So there's that.
What was it? 44.5.
42.5.
Yeah, it went over. It was 45.
Okay, Dom's barely getting by because Dom, you were the Dolphins minus 3.5. They won by 4. So there you go.
Yeah,
Barely
I
covered.
know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Yep,
Dude.
exactly.
I think Vegas killed all of us. Did we all have Vegas against the Saints at minus 1.5?
I don't
no,
remember.
I did not.
I did, because they suck.
They do
Derek
suck.
Carr sucks.
Yeah. Their coach isn't good.
How do you not get Devontae Adams the ball? Like, how?
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
happy because I played him in fantasy.
I know, but I have him in multiple fantasy. How do you not produce to a guy that's the best receiver in football?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Who's
Nah,
supposed to be your best friend?
me? Yeah.
I know. Fresno,
Yeah, I wonder-
buddy.
I wonder if he regrets going there.
Well, he's traded too.
Well,
Oof.
yeah, but he got his choice of like.
Well,
He knew
did
what
you,
he was
did you
doing.
see that thing that came out a couple weeks ago? That story? He had no idea he was going to the Raiders.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
I
sat
find that
sat
hard to
down.
believe.
He found out the same. Mike, we were together when it happened. We were at the Flyers game, and then
Were we?
yeah, we were at the Flyers game. It was Drew's last game,
Oh, okay.
and we were sitting there. And I said to you, I was like, "Holy shit, Devontae Adams just got traded to the Raiders." And then you said, "Well, they have to pay him now." And 5 minutes later, it came out he was making $6 billion.
Yeah.
So like, I watched it on like the ESPN like 2 weeks ago. He sat down and he said he's like, I knew I was getting traded and I didn't know where I was going. He said, and then I get a call. He said I was on my phone. I think he was on a plane or doing something, and he said like he looked at his phone and like he saw the alert that like he got traded to the Raiders. And then
That's nuts.
Derek Carr called him and said, "Oh my God, you got here!" And he said, "To be honest with you, I had no idea I was even getting traded. I knew I was getting traded, but I think he said there were like 2 other teams."
I find that hard to believe because the entire world put Vegas and
yeah.
Adams together. Like,
There
everybody
were
knew that
2
was gonna
other
happen.
teams. There were 2 other teams. I forget who they were, but it might have been like the Packers. No, not the Packers. Traded from the Packers to I forget the other 2 teams. They named them. He was like, I didn't know where I was going, but I just found out like everybody else did. And then my agent called me, and then Derek Carr called him.
interesting.
I think Derek Carr had a little bit more to do with it than like he was really pushing for it, and he knew before Devontae Adams knew. At least that's what Devontae was kind of getting at in that interview.
Right.
Was like Derek called me and was like, "Look what I did."
Yeah, I would not build my franchise around Derek Carr. So
Yeah.
No, not at all. So, all right, who wants to go first in against the spread?
Can I go? Because again, my phone is dying.
Every week, Dom never fails. Go ahead.
All right. So first up, I got the Vikings at the Commies. I got Vikings minus 3.5.
All right.
I got the Bucks at Rams. This is listen. Tommy's lost 3 straight. He's going through a divorce. There's no way he loses 4 straight. Bucks -3.
Bucks -3. I like it. Okay.
And then I got the Seahawks Cardinals. Cardinals -2.5.
Cardinals -2.5.
Yep. 3 favorites.
All right.
And then over-unders, I got Rams Bucks over 42.5. Tommy's going to come at you and say, look at that, Giselle. He's going to throw up 5 touchdowns.
I like it. The
then,
Giselle revenge game.
Yeah, yeah. And then last game, Raiders Jags. Ugh. Mine under 46.5.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
an ugly game. It turns out the Jaguars still stink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure do.
Dougie P.
Did you see my tweet today
I did not.
about ESPN Plus? I'm sorry.
Oh, I did. Yes, I did.
Like, if the NFL is sitting here saying, look, we got a game on, they're like wagging it in your face, like, now you got to get ESPN Plus. If they think I'm getting ESPN Plus to watch the Jags and the Broncos, you have sadly mistaken the NFL. I'd rather do 100 other things with my Sunday morning, including something I hate, food shopping.
Yeah, that's not fun. I agree.
I'd rather do that than watch the Jags and Broncos.
Right. But like it doesn't bother me because like I already have ESPN Plus, so like it doesn't.
Right.
So, but you're right. A game like that isn't getting people
No.
to
Sign up for ESPN
get
Plus.
exactly. It's just for the people that already have ESPN Plus.
Right. Give me like a good fantasy game, like the Bucks and like I don't know.
Chiefs Bills, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. For sure. Like I already have ESPN Plus because I could watch hockey every single night, and it's awesome. It's the main reason I have ESPN Plus. Other than that, I couldn't care less about ESPN Plus. Chris,
Me?
what do you got?
All right.
Yep, what do you got?
I got Minnesota -3.5 against Washington.
-3.5. All right.
Miami -4.5 against Chicago.
All right.
And Baltimore -3 against the Saints.
All right.
Over 42.5 Rams and Bucks.
All right.
And under 49.5 Seattle and Arizona.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess I'll take over. I have the same exact over-unders as you do. Rams Buck over 42.5. Cardinal Seahawks under 49.5.
Oh, man.
So the same two. So that's not looking good for you. And then, listen, we talked about it earlier. I know it's a gigantic number. Give me the Eagles -13.
Okay.
Giving up 13 points. I think it's going to be another game like today. It's going to be pure dominance. They're going to win by 20 plus. That's
Ooh.
I don't know if it's a hot take, but
that is a hot take.
yeah. The Texans suck. I have the Dolphins Bears. Give me the Dolphins -4.5. That's another one you have.
Oh,
We have four. We have 4 games because I also have the Ravens -3.
oh man.
So it's a rough week for you. You might go 1-4.
Mush.
Absolutely. That's fun. But we do all have the Rams Bucks over 42.5. That's one we all have.
You know, it'd be really funny. I was actually just thinking if the Phillies go on a run at home, if they do, because I'm not superstitious with that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. I don't know if you guys do, but if
No,
they
just
win, if they win the 3 at home, and then Eagles play Thursday in Houston, and then we beat Houston twice in 1 week, like clean them out twice.
Yeah.
I mean, the ultimate troll of a city.
Fuck you to the Houston City.
As much as I would like to see them to win the next 4, I'm actually kind of hoping for a Game 6 win.
Really?
Yeah, Friday. It's Friday. It just works out better Friday night. It does.
What, for partying on Broad?
Yeah, yeah.
See, I'm off on Thursdays, so it works better for me.
Yeah.
The only thing I ask is if they do win the whole thing, obviously they have a ton of, ways to go here. I just need a parade on Monday, November 7th, because that's my one day. I have off already scheduled that day. And
I think regardless it's going to happen because even if they win, Wednesday, it's probably Friday.
Right. But if they win like Saturday, you don't think they'll push it to Tuesday or Wednesday?
No, I think it's going to be Monday regardless.
Monday?
But
Okay.
if it's Friday, Saturday, I think it's Monday.
Okay. That's what I'm hoping for.
You think they'll do it during a weekday?
Yeah,
No.
they don't want it. They always do it.
They
during
don't do it.
weekdays.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
never
Yeah.
did never do it on the weekend.
Because you got to pay the cops double
Yeah.
time.
There you go.
and there'll be like 3 times as many people there.
Oh, true.
Right.
So, you guys got anything else on your mind? Do you want? I guess we could kind of talk about it because we talked a little bit about last week. Doc, December 1st, will it happen? I'm sorry, Glenn, December 1st,
There you
will it
go.
happen?
Uh,
That was my prediction last week. December 1st.
I don't know, man, because there's reports that came out that said, and listen, we don't know what's true and what's not on Twitter,
Sure.
but there are people saying that they've talked to, inside sources, and the future's not looking great for Doc,
Yep.
or Glenn rather.
Glenn.
But I don't know, man. What if they just win like 10 straight, which can very well happen.
Absolutely. And Maxey dropped 44 the other night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
So,
So-
man, it could happen where they rattle off 7, 8, 9.
To be honest with you, there's so much going on that
That's
and
the
basketball.
line.
Basketball doesn't really matter till late February anyway.
Sure.
So it's just the last thing on my mind right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I'm obviously a big hockey guy. The Flyers. I don't even know what the record is right now. They're 5-2-1, and I couldn't tell you anything what's going on because I've been so
Yeah.
invested in the Phillies. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm the same way. We'll have much more basketball and hockey talk as the season goes on after the Philly season. I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. I really need Josh Allen to stop.
What's the
completing
score?
passes.
What's the score?
24-10.
24-10.
Bills.
Yeah.
Bill. Who they playing? Bills.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Packers. That's okay.
I saw the interview with Rodgers today, and they basically were like, are you worried about tonight, another loss? And he was just yeah, we're gonna get smoked tonight. He was like, and it's just gonna, we're gonna learn from it. And I was like,
Yep.
what the fuck, weird.
He
Yeah.
said that?
Yeah. I'm paraphrasing, but he's just we're gonna go out there and it's gonna be real tough, and he said we're gonna lose, and we're gonna face adversity, and we're gonna try to learn from it.
Yeah. He is too smug.
He's done. He's checked out.
It's his fault.
It is his
All
fault.
of this is his fault.
I don't even remember who we're talking about. It's still Rodgers? Is that who you're talking about? Yeah.
This is all his fault. Because he couldn't just, make his money on endorsements like, Brady does and keep Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Don't you think the discount double check has paid him enough over the years?
And he's
Yeah.
probably gonna get it till he dies. So it's probably a lifetime
True.
contract.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous. Ridiculous.
He's checked out. He's finished.
Yeah,
For
but
sure.
how many years did he just sign?
It was 3 or
I think
Yeah.
he's gonna
I think
retire.
it was a 3-year deal.
I think he's done.
But I think Brady's done too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah. You can't keep taking a beating like this.
I know, but
Plus-
you see the reason I say I'm not sure that he's done, Brady, is he just had his marriage ruined
Yeah.
over football.
Right.
Is he gonna want to ruin his marriage based off one shitty season? He's gonna look back at the end of the season and be like, "Did I just ruin my marriage for that? Let me go back out there and actually make something."
How funny would it be if they got back together at the end of the year?
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't
He
know.
said, he said, I don't need any distractions.
Right.
Me and my brother were talking about this, and he thinks that he was gonna stay retired, but then when he was at home and he had to be around her more, that's when he was like, "This isn't gonna work. I got to go back into football."
Right.
I think what happened was the reports came out from, I think it was who reported it? Was it
Schefter. Yeah.
And I think Brady said, "Fuck you! I'm not going out on your watch. I'm gonna call the fucking shots here." I think that's what happened. Is he's like,
but he did.
no.
But he did announce it after,
He never
it was
said
Schefter.
he never said.
Well,
he
that's what I'm
retired,
saying.
though,
That's what I'm saying. But Schefter announced it, and then Brady. It wasn't like then Brady's didn't announce it, but he
had a post that suggested
Right,
he was
right.
leaving. Yeah,
and then it
weird.
was 2 weeks later or a week later he came back. He's like no, I'm actually not retiring. So I see what you're saying, but also too marriages don't go to shit
in an
a
instance.
few weeks,
Yeah,
right? So there's obviously
There were
and
issues there
listen,
for years. Yeah, totally.
yeah. So I don't know. I just And the reason I think he's done too is because, I mean, he's missing throws. Like, it's not even like in a clean pocket.
Sure.
Like, I was watching
absolutely.
the game Thursday night. The throw to Rudolph in the end zone, like Rudolph was wide open, not wide open, but like he was running to be wide open, and he missed him by like a ton, and like he
There was
patted his chest.
There was a throw down the sideline to Mike Evans that Mike Evans had nobody in
Yeah.
front of him,
Yeah,
and he
and
underthrew
it
him by
stopped,
like
yeah.
6 yards.
Yeah, I just
So.
don't think he could. Like, that's the thing is, like, I think he's still good enough to win you games and get to the playoffs. I don't know if he's good enough to like.
Take it to the promised land.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and be the guy like he was, 10 years ago, 5
Sure.
years ago.
Yeah.
So
3
you know,
years
it's tough, right? It's tough. It's tough for such great players like him, Jordan, Gretzky, like these guys to come to that reality that like
Totally.
it's over.
Yeah.
I know, and it's a shame because you don't want to like ruin their legacy with like a
Right.
ghost of what they were.
Well, and too, like which again, I don't know their marriage. I don't want to know their marriage. Like, but apparently he told her, this is what I read, that when he decided to I guess, like you said, he didn't retire, but like when he came back, the agreement was or no, maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was when, because he was contemplating retirement before he went to Tampa.
Yep.
Like there were like rumors that like, oh, he might retire this offseason, and then he comes out and signs with Tampa. I think the agreement was if he won the Super Bowl in his first year in Tampa, she was going to let him have another year. He comes out the following year, and I think it was like if he won the second year, he was done. If he didn't, he wanted to come back, and that's leads us to this year.
Right.
So it was like he's kind of like, or no, I'm sorry. The first year in Tampa, if he won, she said he could play another year. He plays the other year, they lose. He was supposed to retire, and he basically said, "F you, Giselle, I'm going to play another year."
Yeah, and then
And that's,
obviously, I mean, the year started weird. He was like missing from training camp, and nobody knew
Yeah.
where he was, and
Which
it was a whole
you
thing.
know.
Yeah.
I think people overreacted to that too. But
Well, he was
Well-
with the family.
Right.
Right.
There's clearly something was going on. Like the signs were there early, but to be honest, I don't care about their fucking marriage.
Neither do I.
I couldn't care less.
that's what I'm saying. Like all these people like so concerned about like Brady missing 11 days, and it's just like, who the fuck
Couldn't
cares?
care less.
Who cares?
Yeah, and he's the greatest quarterback of all time. He's earned the ability to have 11 days off in training camp, personally.
But like also too, it's like I don't know, like even if like I don't know, I just don't want to I watch these guys that play football. I don't really watch them to like know about their personal life, and like if Brandon Graham said like or like Lane Johnson said like, oh, I'm gonna miss like 5 days of training camp. I'm not sitting here like saying like, oh, I wonder what's going on. Like I don't know.
Couldn't like I don't
Right.
care about your personal issues. I don't care. Maybe that's fucked up for me to say. I don't
No,
care about your political beliefs. Like, I
Right,
just watch
like-
every Sunday to watch football. Like that's all I care about. Just do it on the field.
Yeah,
But,
I think Lane Johnson's divorced too.
is he?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't know that. So
That's
you guys
that's when he missed time last year.
No, he missed time.
Nah,
He
it
had
was-
anxiety.
I think it was,
Yeah,
no,
it
I
was
think, but I
anxiety.
think it was because of that. I think,
related to divorce.
yeah, because
Yeah,
there was stuff that I saw, and like she deleted all of the pictures of him on Instagram, and like I think he was dealing with stuff that led to anxiety.
It's so petty. Like grown adults are it's the pettiness. But that's a different topic for
What
a
do you
different
mean?
day, I guess. Like you were married to this person and you're gonna go through like your social media and delete old pictures.
Right,
of,
right,
like that's
right.
just so petty.
Plus to do it like in the middle of like a football. I don't know when he did it. I don't know when they did it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just petty to me.
Yeah, that's what it was. Apparently, his anxiety was so bad that he went back to Oklahoma and like
Yeah,
had to deal with shit, and like he was having all these problems with anxiety
Right.
and depression and
for sure.
his marriage and
Yep. But I don't care about these people's personal life. Do you have anything else, either of you, before we get out of here?
nope. Just hoping we come back here next Monday with a World Series.
That would be awesome.
Darn good.
Nothing else.
Is that a Harper jersey?
It is. It is a
Okay.
Harper jersey.
I want to get the white with the maroon pinstripe, like the '80s, like
Yeah,
the home
yep.
version of that.
Yep. No, this this whole like color scheme. I mean, I think they should go back to it full time.
Yeah, I wrote a whole piece on it.
That's right, you did. I forgot about that.
I
did
agree.
forget about that. I'm trying to do something here to kind of get good vibes because let's see here. This is a song, right? Isn't this
Yep.
it? There we go. I make sure I had the right version up. It starts so slow. Need to
Is
pick
the
up a little.
Tiesto version?
Yes, yeah. Tiesto remix.
Yeah, this is a cover.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some
I think he'll
lady
be in
named
Philly.
Robin.
I bet he'll be in Philly tomorrow.
You think so?
I bet he performs this tomorrow.
I think Rollins throws out the first pitch, and
Rollins is
or no,
game
Perron.
4, I believe.
Yeah, Perron. I think it's
Perron's
Bernie Perron.
3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bernie Perron.
I kind of. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Perron came
I would have liked the World Series team
Yeah.
to continue, but
But
Who else did you have?
Bernie's
Chiefs out
Bernie's
there?
a legend though. Like it's a legend.
yeah, that's fine. But I don't know.
Who do you put out there though?
Give me
Chase?
Pedro
Where's
Feliz.
Chase? Where's
Pedro
Chase?
Feliz. Chase.
Chase couldn't
Chase
care
is in
less about
London.
he
I-
couldn't care less about the Philadelphia Phillies.
He's in London right now.
Is he in London?
He lives in Europe, I think.
Does he really?
That's what I heard. And then I follow Phillies UK.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah.
fan base from UK. And
Yep.
he took a picture with them. What was it, like game 1 or something? Or maybe the game 5 against the Padres. The guy who runs the account took a picture with Utley in a bar.
Yeah.
in the UK.
Again, Chase Utley couldn't care less about the Philadelphia Phillies.
Couldn't.
Like the second he moved on, he was done.
It was
Like, he
over.
Couldn't care
Yeah.
less.
Give me
He's a
Pedro
California
Feliz.
guy. He's
Chooch. Where's Chooch?
Give me Chooch. Give
Cole?
me
think Cole's available.
give me Cole.
Ooh.
Give me
Cole, yeah.
I'll take Jeff
Where's
Jenkins.
Lidge? Where's Lidge?
Yeah.
Get Lidge out there.
He was just on the radio the other day for an interview.
Was he really?
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm trying to
there's
think
a
of
lot
what-
of options.
Ryan Howard. He's got to be out there somewhere.
He already
He already
did.
threw one.
Oh, did he? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
I must have missed that. Okay.
I think the day they won. I think
It
he
might have been.
threw out the pitch they against San Diego. Get Charlie out there.
Oh,
But,
that'd be epic. That would be epic. I'm all
What do you
aboard
call
that.
I'm not gonna be the asshole, but
Here we go.
I don't know.
Be the
I
asshole.
think it's kind of a little messed up that we're using this song
Why is that?
because it was Boston's song last year.
You're like, yeah, but I mean, it was Schwarber. I mean, Schwarber brought it over. Like,
Yeah, but like it was their like I don't know, it was their song. I want our own song.
true. I could
You
see
know,
that.
like the what was it? The 2011, 2012 Flyers had the Mac Miller song.
Knock knock.
The
knock
Eagles,
knock.
yeah, the Eagles with obviously Dreams and Nightmares.
2018? The St. Louis Blues had
Yeah, Gloria.
Gloria,
Gloria.
or 2017, 2018, something like that.
And none of these songs make sense with like what they go to. Like Dreams and Nightmares
Dreams
doesn't
and
make any
Nightmares.
sense for the Eagles.
It kind of does. Like, it's a Philly
Yeah,
guy,
but-
like Meek Mill
like-
as a Philly guy. Like,
yeah, but that's the only like correlation. Like,
sure.
there's no reason for Gloria to be like.
Well,
It's fun. I get it.
Do you know the story? Do you know the story of Gloria?
Dom.
Yeah, no, I know the story of Gloria. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, that's
Wait.
how Gloria started.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I just like there's no which I'm saying it's fine. Like there's no correlation between the song and the team. Like, and I think a lot of people were like, why are they playing this song? Like, it doesn't make any sense. None of it makes sense ever.
No,
it's just
no,
a
it
fun
doesn't.
song.
Yeah, and then the Mac Miller one for the Flyers was like that was just a song that they played every single game. Like
Right,
after every
every win.
win, they just
Yeah.
played it and it just caught on and it was this whole thing. But
That's a great song, dude.
knock
Yeah.
knock
Yeah, I love
slaps.
that
It
song.
does slap. But apparently, I have this on repeat because the song is playing again. So any final words before we get out of here? Not we could just get on with it.
Like I said, you know, hopefully we're celebrating a World Series parade, a World Series win.
Yep.
Our next show, and 8-0, right?
Yeah.
In Houston, so
Yep, absolutely. It'll be one hell of a week, and we will be back next Monday, back to the usual, right? Yeah, because they don't play.
Yeah.
They don't play Monday. They play the
no, it's
following
over.
Monday.
It's over. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Eagles.
Oh,
They
the
don't play
Eagles,
next
yeah.
Monday. It's the following Monday that they play.
Right.
So we'll have to rearrange our schedule again in a couple weeks. But until then, go Phillies, go Birds. Don't forget to check out all the podcasts on the network starting October 31st. Everybody have a great Halloween. We're going to get out of here. We'll see everybody next Monday.